We have a lot of artificial plants and we like them a lot because you can't kill them and you don't have to fertilize them and you don't have to water them, and they look nice most of the time. They can be hit and miss. So I'm going to check this one out and see, is it a hit or is it a miss? To put it together, doesn't look like it's going to be all that hard. Yeah, and it's got a nice planter base. It's nice and heavy. Do notice that this ring has an edge to it that drops all the way down into the planter, and that's important because a lot of times these type planters that have the little rings that sit on top and the plant goes down in, sometimes they're not so stable and they kind of do this. But this one actually, when it's in there, it's stable. It's not going anywhere. So that's good. That's a really good design. Much better than most of these type designs on these planter bases. This is one I'm showing you here that's not designed very well, just so you know what can happen with them. Okay, this might be one of the easiest assemblies ever. As far as like that moving around, I can tilt it by the plant, but what I'm saying is the planter itself doesn't tilt within the holder. That's going to be much more stable than most when it comes to these artificial plants. I've done a lot of these. So this is the best base like this that I've seen. Square peg there goes in the square hole. And I always start with the lowest one and just push them in and then kind of work my way around and up.
And you just repeat the process for the rest of the branches. And then all you have to do is fluff out the leaves.
And it's easy to do. You just bend them down. It's not a big deal. They're made to be bent. So you're not going to hurt it by doing that.
Ended up being a very nice plant with a lot of detail. If you look at the texture in the leaves here, lots of nice color variations and good transparency, letting light come through where it needs to. Great detail on the trunk as well. And that Spanish moss added a really nice final touch.